you're your own best critic.
Mm-hmm.
We're harder on ourselves than anybody else can ever be. Because I know people are like, you just broke this record. Why do you have that scowl on your face? I'm like, because I'm looking at the replay and I didn't do that right. I didn't do that right. I didn't do that right.
Yep.
But the positive of that, I'll smile in a minute, is that if I finish a race and I did everything right, it's time to retire.
True.
If I look at a race and I can find mistakes that I've done, I know I can get better.
Man,
It keeps you.
So you was making mistakes for 20 years because you're a 5-time Olympian. She like, oh, I can't retire
She like,
yet.
no.
Oh, I can't do what I get. Oh, I ain't going nowhere. Now.
We got to go back to the Olympics. Let's go.
So even, there's a story out there, right?
Okay.
Even when you did retire, I don't know, you could correct me, I think it's 2007.
Mm-hmm.
They said you were coaching. You
Yes.
were in your coaching reins and I think you had like a little pro group or
Mhm.
an older group.
Yes.
And you was trying to teach the girls, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And then you was like, you know what? I'm going to enter the same meet as you in Melrose and I'm going to show you what you need to do.
Stop.
This is at 40 years old, guys.
That's not how it happened for
And
real,
then she
though.
won Melrose.
No. So how it happened was they always say, okay, I get it when you run with me. And this is in practice. So I'm like, we're in practice. We're good. Okay. So we're in practice, And then they were like, well, why don't you enter the meet? I'm like, why would I enter the meet? I'm not trying to run.
This as a coach, she retired.
I was like, I'm not trying to run. I want you guys to enter the meet. And everybody, the goal is if you run the meet, you're going to run faster than you've ever run your first time out. That's the goal. And your first opener. So they convinced me to get in the meet. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to call the guy, but I'm going to let you know, if I'm in the meet, I'm not in the meet as your coach. I'm running. So they understood that. So we're good. So I ran the race and I remember, how we always have to come to like a press conference or whatever. So I come to a press conference, I'm 40 years old and they were like, oh my gosh, so you're here to run the Masters. I'm like, hold up. I kind of take offense to that. I'm like, no, I'm here to run my race. And so just running the race, we all fared very well then in that race, and you just keep it moving, go back, and then that was just a moment in time. Though I was not.
Now wait, guys, let me explain this. She's saying fared very well. She ended up winning that section of the Melrose Games in 786, which is still the Masters record to this day. This is still the Masters record. So she talked about, oh yeah, I fared pretty well. Now remember, people train, go through a whole fall to achieve these times. This girl got up off the couch. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, you get him in a run it, I'm going to go in this meet as Gail Divas and show you what you need to do.
You make it sound so bad.
No shade to those ladies. I mean,
we all ran very well. They ran well. It was like their fastest opener. We did good.
This lady is legendary. So
you ran against athletes you trained as well? Like you lined up with athletes in that race?
Oh, yeah, they only have 6, however,
I need to know, what was the warm-up like? Since you came as Gail Divas, were you like, yeah, you know what to do?
No. We're together. It's a family thing. It's all good. But, but people don't understand. Even in the camp, when I did compete, Florence, Jackie, everybody, Jackie and I are great friends. And we can warm up together. We can do whatever. But when we step on the line, okay, Jackie who? Yeah. Gail who? Mm-hmm. And when we're done, you want to go shopping? It is what it is. Yeah. You got to keep it in perspective.